Well, hey, hi, hello, and happy queer. Yeah. I may or may not take these glasses off. I like them a lot, but also I can't see because they have a prescription, and I also have a prescription in my contacts. So I think I'm ruining my eyes, but we're doing it for the sake of the vibes. Also, you can't, I guess I'll just take them off. If you guys, for some reason, did not see, last year I did an entire series where I talked to other LGBTQ+ artists, creators, songwriters about their experience within the community. We talked pronouns, we talked bisexuality, we talked a lot of different things. So if you haven't seen those, I will link them down below. You can go check them out. I figured this year we would kind of just talk about where I am in my journey, and hopefully something that I say can help some of you or you guys relate to anything that I'm saying. I have been openly bisexual for I think 3 years now. I came out during quarantine, and it was a really interesting experience and also very challenging. I had a lot of positive feedback from coming out, which was amazing, and I'm extremely grateful that that was the case. My brothers knew already. My parents, when I told them, the most they were was concerned that I would get hate on the internet, which I told them, guys, you don't have to be worried about me getting hate for being queer. I get hate in general, so it's fine. I am very grateful that I had a lot of positive feedback with that, but it was definitely something that was really difficult. I was not coming out at, 15, 16. I think I came out properly at like 26. So it was very difficult because I had already spent most of my life like really pummeling my bisexuality, like deeply down into the basement of my existence. So to now be like, oh no, it's actually okay, I felt deeply uncomfortable. A lot of my anxiety comes from not knowing things and fear, and to finally accept a part of yourself that you've been bearing down for so long, I was really scared of what that meant for me moving forward. Coming out as bisexual is one thing, but then I was like, okay, I want the gays to know that I'm gay. I want them to know I'm queer. Now that I accepted that part of myself, or was in the process of doing that, I wanted everyone to know and like be like, please like me. I'm one of you guys. I'm one of you. I'm fruity. Accept me. I really thought the most difficult part of coming out was going to be how other people reacted to me. And I found that I was actually so mean to myself. I was not letting myself experience life. Like, I couldn't sing about women. I couldn't talk about women. I didn't have any female friends. I was overthinking everything. And I was like, oh, I'll come out of the closet and then I will feel confident in myself and I will be a baddie. And I will walk around like all of these gays that I see on TikTok who are like 15 years old with like the most confidence in the world. And I came out and then I was like, where's the confidence? It doesn't work like that. Maybe it does for some other people, but for me, it did not. Confidence comes from like believing in yourself and like being your biggest like ally. And I was like actively working against myself. I was in this awful place of like, well, the gay community doesn't fully accept people who are bisexual. Everything I say is like, you can hang with us, but like you're not one of us. And I think that was the really difficult part, was finally feeling like I had a community that like would understand me, and being like, oh, like even on TikTok, watching people get dragged on the internet for like being like, oh, I have a boyfriend and I'm bisexual, and like people either telling them that they're lesbian, sending them the compet master doc, and like just dragging them on the internet for being bi. It was just like awful. It was just like really shitty stuff. And it really freaked me the fuck out. Felt very isolated. The other thing that was really difficult, which I don't know if you guys have experienced this as well, understanding like clothing and like fashion was like a huge part of me coming out. Also, the like lighting in here is like awful, and my dog is freaking the fuck out. One second. Anyways, I spent most of my youth being very, very girly and classically feminine. I literally didn't own a pair of pants. I wore dresses year-round. I started doing music full-time. I realized that men didn't pay attention to me and take me seriously when I dressed really girly, and the entire music industry was male, at least when I first started. Realized that men would only take me seriously when I was like the cool girl. Like, I could wear skirts still, and I could wear dresses, but like they couldn't be pink, they couldn't be white. I, of course, at the time didn't realize that was what I was doing, but looking back, I'm like, oh, you tailored yourself for men. Classic. I was like super anti-pink. I was like, no pink, no glitter. Valentine's Day sucks, like lame. I grew up reading books like a motherfucker. I am such a hopeless romantic. I want a bow in my hair 24/7. If I get my nails done, I want glitter on them at all times. Like, that's who I am. You can have pink nails and wear jeans and a t-shirt. Both can exist at the same time. That's a thing. And so coming out, I feel like I ended up exploring my relationship with like clothing and gender and stuff attached to it. There is no like rule book. Like, you don't have to look a certain way. My sexuality is not tied to how it presents in the real world. Your sexuality doesn't change when you put a different t-shirt on. You know what I mean? I encourage you at the very least to learn to accept yourself, because your parents not liking you, or your friends not liking you, or your siblings not liking you because of your sexuality fucking sucks. But they don't spend every waking moment with you. You do. I hope that you can get to a place where you feel like you're accepting yourself. Please reach out to anybody on here. We're gonna talk in the comments. I have a Discord. It is called Elsewhere, and we've got a bunch of different rooms, but we specifically have a room for mental health, and we specifically have a room for LGBTQ plus community where everyone can talk. So if you ever wanna chat with somebody, or you want advice on something, or you just wanna make new friends on the internet, you can on our Discord. I feel like I've talked for like so long and said absolutely nothing. Stay weird, stay spooky, make sure you drink your water, and I will see you on the internet. Bye.